The day of the engagement had arrived, and the air was filled with excitement, prayer, and anticipation. Every detail had been prepared carefully, from invitations and seating to the ceremonial traditions outlined on the engagement list. Olusegun and Tinu, guided by faith and prayer, approached the day with humility and joy. As Olusegun arrived with his family, he was warmly greeted by Chief Aidwale, who extended his hand with approval and a satisfied smile. Olusegun, welcome. We are pleased to have you here officially as Tinu's fiancé, the chief said warmly. Olusegun bowed slightly, speaking with humility and respect. Sir, thank you for welcoming me. I am grateful for your blessing and guidance. Tinu's mother, radiant with joy, embraced him warmly. Olusegun, you have been a blessing already. I see God's hand in every step, and I am thankful for the man you are, she said, smiling. Mrs. Aidwale was present, seated slightly apart, her expression cold and guarded. She did not participate warmly, offering only polite nods when necessary. Yet Olusegun treated her with the same respect he had shown throughout. Calm, humble and composed, never allowing her hostility to affect his demeanor. His behavior quietly impressed others around him, showing that true character is revealed in patience and consistent humility. The ceremony began with formal introductions, prayers, and the exchange of pleasantries. Olusegun addressed both families with sincerity. Sir, ma'am, and family, I am honored to be here today. I pledge to honor God, your family, and Tinu in all that I do. I pray that this union is guided by His will and blessing. Chief Aidwale nodded approvingly. Olusegun, you have conducted himself well. That is the kind of man any father would trust with his daughter. Tinu's mother smiled, her eyes glistening with pride. You have our full support, Olusegun. I can see the love and respect you have for Tinu, and it gives me peace. The engagement proceeded smoothly, with both families participating, laughter and prayers filling the room. Mr. Saviour's family, also invited and included, observed Olusegun's respectful manner, and were impressed by his godly character. Even Mrs. Aidwale, though still cold and silent, could not ignore the admiration others had for Olusegun. He treated everyone, warm or cold, approving or skeptical, with the same humility, composure, and Christ-like respect. At the end of the ceremony, Chief Aidwale requested they kneel down and prayed heartily for them. He told them to move to Tinu's mother, who also prayed and showered blessings on them. The engagement ceremony was more than tradition. It was a celebration of God's guidance, confirmed love, and faithful preparation. While Mrs. Aidwale remained cold and distant, everyone else's warmth and approval made it clear. Olusegun's integrity, humility, and faith had won the hearts of those who mattered. After the occasion, they both went under the tree in Chief Aidwale's house and offered prayer of thanksgiving to God promptly. It was a colorful and successful occasion. The sun shone brightly over Chief Aidwale's compound, the laughter and chatter of guests spilling through the spacious courtyard. It was 2 days before the wedding, and the house buzzed with excitement. Guests had started arriving from early morning, their cars lining the driveway in a neat row. Some were welcomed by the warm greetings of Chief Aidwale himself, while others were met by a flurry of aides and relatives ready to usher them in. Inside, the house was alive. Lola, radiant as ever, moved gracefully among friends and family, accompanied by her husband Olusegun, who was already beaming with joy and excitement. Their energetic son, energetic little boy, ran between the adults, waving at every familiar face. Some guests had gathered around the buffet, sampling the delicious spread puffs, meat pies, jollof rice, and chicken stews, while others lingered in groups, talking and laughing about old memories and shared stories. In the living room, the sofas were filled with older relatives catching up. Chief Aidwale's laughter rang clear, mingling with the soft music playing in the background. Lola's mother had chosen to stay at a nearby hotel for comfort, but she joined the conversation via phone video calls, her voice bright with joy as she spoke to her daughter, Lola, and the husband Olusegun. The atmosphere was lively and everyone happy. It's like a families and friends reunion time. Lola's mummy checked up some things with Lola regarding the occasion, to which she updated her. The mummy felt grateful to God for the turn of everything. God had indeed shown her and her children mercy. Yesterday, Tinu and Olusegun had gone to the registry to formalize their union, a quiet but meaningful step before the grand celebration. They returned home yesterday evening, their faces still glowing from the experience. "Everything is really happening," Daniel whispered to Lola as they walked hand in hand. "The wedding is almost here." Around the house, the atmosphere was filled with anticipation. Friends mingled with relatives, some sampling snacks, some teasing each other over shared childhood memories, and some simply admiring the decorations, flowers, ribbons, and carefully arranged seating that reflected Chief Aidwale's attention to detail. The air was thick with joy, laughter, and the kind of warmth only a family celebration could bring. A day to go, and yet the excitement already felt like a festival. Everyone could feel it. The wedding would be a beautiful celebration of love, unity, and family. Every corner of Chief Aidwale's home resonated with happiness, and in the midst of it all, Lola, Daniel, her husband, and Bayo were the glowing heart of it, surrounded by love, ready for the grand day ahead. Bayo, Tinu's younger brother, the radiologist, was everywhere just to be sure all come out well. Mr. Xavier and his entire family, wife, children, his mother and few members of his family and friends were all present and greatly involved in the ceremony. They also used the remaining part of the day to cross the T's and dot the I's against tomorrow the day. Olusegun, Tinu, Bayo, in company of few of their friends, strolled to the reception hall just to be sure everything is in order. Tinu, accompanied by Olusegun, went to the hospital approved by the church committee in Ibadan for the final pregnancy test, which will be forwarded by mail to the committee in Abuja before tomorrow morning, the D-Day. Both Olusegun and Lola were smiling when her sample was taken, because they didn't sleep with each other, so no fear of anything. This one is just to fulfill the condition of the committee and all righteousness. Tinu, in her room, after Olusegun left for the hotel where he lodged, tested her cover shoe again to be sure it's still not tight. She had been testing it almost every day, just to make her feet get used to the pair of shoe before the day of the wedding. Olusegun and her had prayed together under the tree in Chief Aidwale's house for God to take charge and make the day and occasion beautiful.